mentorship is someone who has no training, no formal training,
Yes.
and they're going to come into a salon, and the salon is going to teach them everything that they need to know.
Yes.
And a mentorship program is where someone who's been trained in a cosmetology college
Yeah.
comes into a salon and learns how that salon works and how to learns more about how to do hair and how to do their job, particularly within the context of that salon.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I was just trying to connect it to something that I've done before. I worked for, I helped out an electrician. I had no skills, no training. And so, yeah, I spent my time sweeping up, and, you know, there wasn't anything I was really going to be able to help with because I didn't even know what any of the wires were or any of the things that go with that job. So it makes sense that, you know, they're not going to let me handle anything that's going to be important or cost money. And I would imagine that if I had stayed with that for long enough, I would have started learning some of the technical aspects that would have actually allowed me to do the job. I didn't, so there wasn't that opportunity. But, you know, being general labor is also a different thing. I wasn't trying to necessarily move up in that kind of job. So I would imagine that at salons and at specific businesses like that, I mean, have you been to salons where they hire someone who's just kind of general labor? Their job is to sweep up the hair afterwards or something like that. They may or may not move into learning the actual job.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I can't speak for every state because every state's different, but I'll speak to California. So, for instance, at Matisse, where I worked at last, great place.
Matisse Salon in Ventura, California?
Yes.
All right.
One of the girls that worked behind the counter as a receptionist, they call them receptionists. I call them salon coordinators because they can make or break your book for the day.
Okay.
They sell the product, they stock the towels, they stock the shampoos, and they even will come by and sweep up.
Okay, wow.
They do all that. I worked there 3 years. 2 of the people I worked with that worked behind the counter like that have now gone on to go to school.
Okay.
One is now back working as a hairstylist in that salon, and one's away at school.
To become a hairstylist.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will give credit to that salon for being such an incredible environment that it would stoke that interest.
Got it.
In other states, you can hire shampoo techs.
Okay.
You can hire whoever. I mean, often it's young people, but whoever. They don't have to have license or anything. They can come in, you teach them how to shampoo, they shampoo your people, and that's a huge time saver. But in California, you have to have a license or be under a registered apprenticeship to be able to touch it anybody.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, what would how would you regulate some of these practices and things so that the training programs within salons were more helpful to the mentorship programs, I guess, were more helpful to up and coming hairstylists?
I think the first thing I would do is crack down on paying assistants under the table.
Okay.
Because I could pay an assistant above board and pay for all their, insurances that are required in California. You would make sure you and them were doing quality work.
Right.
But unfortunately, most assistants are paid under the table because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's not good. It's not good for them. It's not good for the community. It's not good for the salon. And it's dishonest.
Why do people pay people under the table?
Well, the cost of doing business in California is quite high. There are a lot of insurances you've got to pay for.
my joke. Please, if you're offended, you can be angry at what I'm doing right now. So what you're saying is most people are getting paid $15 an hour. It's just that they're only receiving half of it because the government gets the other half?
Absolutely.
All right.
Or different agencies that you're required. The bureaucracy is getting, and the government are getting the rest of that.
So from the business side, minimum wage is $15 or more
Absolutely.
per person.
Absolutely.
But the person taking home the money, who may not understand taxes or any of the other things, isn't paying attention to all of the other benefits that they're getting, think that they're only getting the amount of money that they're taking home.